So here this video we are going to see the continuation of exercise 1.1. So the question it goes like this. Show that the relation R in the set A equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is given by R equal to A comma B such that modulus of A minus B is said to be even, is said to be an equivalence relation. So you know what is meant by an equivalence relation. It's nothing but R is reflexive, symmetric and transitive. Then we say that it is said to be an equivalence relation. Got it? So here first we'll show whether it is said to be reflexive or not. I have taken an element A belonging to A. So what does your A consist of actually here? Your A consists of the elements 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. You take any element in this. For example, you take 3 or 4 or 1 or whatever it is. So when I take it 3 minus 3, what is modulus of 3 minus 3? That's nothing but equal to 0. So here like that I have taken the element A minus A, that's nothing but equal to 0 you get here, which is nothing but even. So I can say that any number is related to itself according to this condition where it is said to be even here, and therefore A comma A belongs to R and R is said to be reflexive. Okay. Now here next take the element, let A comma B belong to A in this case. So let A comma B belonging to A, what will I get here? Modulus of A minus B is nothing but said to be even here. So A comma B belonging to A means, for example, if I take 2 comma 4 in this case actually here. So here when I say 2 and 4, 2 minus 4, what is this equal to here? This is also equal to 2. 2 minus 4, and similarly when I take the other way around, 4 minus 2. What is 4 minus 2? That is also nothing but equal to 2. So here again you take it in whichever order, it's going to be even only and it's going to be the same thing. That is what we have it here. Modulus of A minus B is even, and then modulus of B minus A is also even. Therefore, if A comma B belongs to R, then B comma A belongs to R, and thus you say that R is said to be symmetric. Got it? Now here the next one, if A comma B comma C belongs to A, modulus of A minus B is even and modulus of B minus C is also even, then you say that modulus of A minus B plus B minus C. So it gets cancelled. We say that mod of A minus C is also even, and you say that R is said to be transitive. So for that you can just take any example here actually. For example, I take modulus of 1 minus 3 is said to be even, you know that. Modulus of 3 minus 5, that is also said to be even, you know. Same way I can say modulus of 1 minus 5. What is modulus of 1 minus 5? That is also equal to 4. That is also nothing but even here. You understood? Therefore, we say that R is said to be an equivalence relation. So here 1, 3, 3, 5, 1 is related to 5 you say here. And therefore, R is transitive, and thus you say that R is said to be an equivalence relation. Got it? The ninth question, show that the relation on A is equal to set of all x belonging to Z such that 0 less than or equal to x less than or equal to 12 is given by R equal to A comma B such that modulus of A minus B is a multiple of 4. R is equal to, the first subdivision we'll do it first actually here. So what is the set A here? A is equal to set of all x belonging to Z such that 0 less than or equal to x less than or equal to 12 it is given here. So what is your A equal to here? 0, 1, 2, 3, etc. up to 12. This is what you have here. Got it? Because it is 0 less than or equal to x less than or equal to 12. So first you will have to show that in this case it's said to be an equivalence relation here. So we'll take an element A belonging to A. So here for the previous one, as I told you, when you take any element, that element minus the element is equal to nothing but 0. Therefore, what can I say here? 0 is nothing but a multiple of 4. That is, you take it as modulus of 3 minus 3. That's nothing but equal to 0 you have here, which is a multiple of 4. And therefore, what can I say here? A comma A belongs to R. Why I am taking A comma A belonging to R in general is I cannot take all the elements from this element and show it satisfies actually here. So in general, I am just taking an element and then showing it belongs to R here. Therefore, R is said to be reflexive. Now, what's the next one here? Let A comma B belong to A. Then, modulus of A minus B is said to be a multiple of 4. Modulus of B minus A is also a multiple of 4. So, here we can see an example here. Modulus of 2 minus 4 is equal to, 12, modulus of 12 minus 4 is equal to minus of, what is it here? 4 minus 12, that's also equal to 8. In other words, I can say that modulus of 12 minus 4 is equal to modulus of 4 minus 12. Both are equal to 8. Therefore, I can say that it is said to be a multiple of 4. Therefore, if A comma B belongs to R, then B comma A also belongs to R, and therefore you say that R is said to be symmetric. You understood? Okay. Now here the next one, let a comma b comma c belong to A, then you say that modulus of A minus B is said to be a multiple of 4, modulus of B minus C is also a multiple of 4, and thus you say that mod of A minus B plus B minus C is equal to mod of A minus C, which is also a multiple of 4. Okay, so here we'll just see it with an example here. For example, I take three elements here, 2, 6, 10. Okay, so here these are the elements you have in this case. So 2, 6, 10, I can say that modulus of 2 minus 6 is equal to 4 is also a multiple of 4. Next is what? 6 and 10. 6 minus 10 is equal to 4. That is also a multiple of 4. Now you take 2 minus modulus or modulus of 2 minus 10. That is also equal to 8, which is also a multiple of 4. Therefore, what can you say here? Your R is said to be transitive. Okay, so thus you say that R is said to be transitive, and therefore R is said to be an equivalence relation. Got it? Yes. Now here the second question. R is equal to A comma B such that A is equal to B. So it's a very easy one here. A belonging to A in this case. So you know that any two elements are said to be equal actually. Or sorry, an element is actually equal to itself, you know. For example, if I take 2, 2 is equal to itself here. That's what we have said here. A is equal to A. Therefore, you say that A comma A belongs to R, and therefore your R is said to be reflexive. Got it? Similarly, the next one, if I take two elements here, suppose I say that 1 is equal to 2, I can also say that 2 is equal to 1. So if A comma B belongs to R and A is equal to B, then you say that B is also equal to A. In other words, if A comma B belongs to R, then B comma A also belongs to R, and you say that R is said to be symmetric. Got it? Now the next one is R is said to be transitive or not. So if A comma B comma C belongs to R, if A is equal to B and B is equal to C, then you say that A is equal to C, you say here, and thus you say that if A comma B comma C belongs to R, then A comma C also belongs to R, and you say that R is said to be transitive, and thus your R is said to be an equivalence relation. Got it? The 11th question, show that the relation R in the set A of points in a plane given by R equal to P comma Q such that the distance of the point P from the origin is same as the distance of the point Q from the origin is said to be an equivalence relation. So what does that mean actually? Suppose I have 2 points here, P and Q. The distance from P from the origin to Q from the origin, both are said to be equal. That is what they have said here. Okay, further along show that the set of all points related to a point P is equal to 0, 0 is nothing but a circle passing through P with center at the origin. Got it? So here we'll start here. First of all, I'll have to show that it's said to be an equivalence relation. So you have taken R is equal to P comma Q. It's nothing but the distance of the point P from the origin is same as the distance of the point Q from the origin. So when I take first of all to be reflexive, I take a point P here. Okay, so here in this case, P is nothing but same as P here. So P comma P, it belongs to R. Not much explanation is needed here actually. Here we know that P comma P, it belongs to R. And therefore, what do I say in this case actually? Here it's nothing but it is said to be reflexive. Got it? So here we say that it is said to be reflexive here. The next one is what? P comma Q, it belongs to R you have here. So P comma Q belongs to R means if I take another point Q, and here if you see it's nothing but the origin. So the distance between P and the origin is equal to the distance between Q and the origin. The same way I can say that the distance between Q and the origin is equal to distance between the P and the origin here. Okay, so that is what I have written here. The distance of P from the origin is same as the distance of point Q from the origin and vice versa. Therefore, I can say if P comma Q belongs to R, then Q comma P also belongs to R. Got it? So here the next one is what actually for transitive you will have to show here. So we'll see how we can show for transitive actually here. For transitive, if I take 3 points actually, okay, the points I take here P, the next one I take it as Q, the next one we take it as S here actually here. So I will say that distance between P from P to the origin is equal to Q to the origin, and the distance between Q to the origin is equal to what is here, the distance between S to the origin. So these both are equal and these both are equal. What does it mean actually? Automatically these both are also equal, I can say here. That's what I have written here. If P comma Q belongs to P comma Q and Q comma S belongs to R, then I can say that your P comma S also belongs to R, and therefore R is said to be transitive in this case, and thus you say that it is said to be an equivalence relation. Now they have asked us to show that if it is said to be an equivalence relation, it is said to be a circle with center at the origin. So here now just have a look at this. You're going to have all equal points like this. Am I right? Actually, or you will have so many equal points. Okay, so like this you're going to have so many equal points from the center to the origin. You're going to have like this. So finally when you join all the equal points, what will you get actually here? It's nothing but a circle with center at the origin. You understood actually here? Therefore you can say that P is not equal to 0, 0 is nothing but a circle with center with center 0 comma 0. Okay, so here with center 0 comma 0. Got it? Yes. Now here the 12th question. Show that the relation R defined in the set of all triangles as R equal to T1 comma T2, T1 is similar to T2 is equivalent relation. Consider the three right angle triangles T1 with sides 3, 4, 5, which sides 5, 12, 13, and T3 with sides 6, 8, 10, which triangle among T1, T2 and T3 are said to be related. Got it? So here the condition given is R is equal to T1, T2, T1 is similar to T2. So here you know that every triangle is nothing but similar to itself. So if every triangle is similar to itself, then what can I say here? R is said to be reflexive. Okay. The next one is what? If T1 is similar to T2, then T2 is also similar to T1, you can say here. So if T1 is similar to C2, then T2 is similar to T1. Conversely, okay, suppose you have two triangles which are similar. If this triangle is similar to this triangle, then I can say that it is similar to this one also. Therefore, you say that it is said to be symmetric. Now coming over to the next one, suppose you have three triangles. If the first triangle is similar to the second triangle is similar to the third triangle, then I can say that the first triangle and the third triangle are also related. Therefore, what can I say here? R is said to be transitive, and therefore R is said to be an equivalence relation. Let L be the set of all lines in the xy plane and R be the relation in L defined as R is equal to L1, L2 such that L1 is parallel to L2. Show that R is an equivalence relation. Find the set of all lines related to the line y is equal to 2x plus 4. Okay. So here in this case you know that you take two lines actually. First of all you take a line L1. You know that any line is parallel to itself actually. So a line is nothing but parallel to itself. Therefore you can say that L1, L1 it belongs to R. Now here if a line L1 is parallel to L2. So if it is parallel to L2, L1 is parallel to L2. It also means that your L2 is parallel to L1 actually here. Therefore it is said to be symmetric also. The next one is what actually here. So if L1 is parallel to L2 and L2 is parallel to L3, then automatically I can say that L1 is also parallel to L3 I can say here. Therefore what can I say? R is said to be transitive and thus your R is said to be an equivalence relation. Now there's one more thing there. Find the set of all lines related to the line y is equal to 2x plus 4. Since all the lines are said to be parallel actually here. So parallel lines, they differ by only a constant actually here. That is, it differs only by this constant. This is actually the concept whatever you have studied in your 11th standard actually. So here in this case you say have it as let y be equal to 2x plus 4. So when I consider this with y is equal to mx plus c, what is the slope you get here? It is equal to 2. So for parallel lines the slope will be the same. So the slope will be the same. Means what will I write here? Y is equal to 2x plus c. So the line parallel to y equal to 2x plus 4 is what? It is of the form y is equal to 2x plus c. That is, the slope will be the same, only the constant will vary. That is why you have it as y equal to 2x plus c. Got it?